everyone, one happy Thursday. It is May 13th, 2021, and let's go ahead and look at your jobs for today. So like I've said earlier this week, we're going to start working on, we're going to start doing our morning message just straight from Google Classroom, okay? So here we are straight from Google Classroom. Let's go ahead and look at our classwork for today. First things first, we can see our morning message, which you obviously clicked. That is why you are here, so thank you for doing so. After that, we have our morning work, or our grammar spiral review. Now, this grammar and spiral review is going to be looking at commas again, but specifically looking at commas with quotation marks. And so on slide number 2, you are going to see that you have pieces of dialogue. Remember, dialogue is spoken words between two individuals, or it can be thoughts in a brain, but dialogue is the written out speech, right? I cannot wait to go to the event tomorrow evening, exclaimed Jess. And so here we're not only going to be talking about quotation marks, where to put the quotation marks, but also where to put the commas. And so you're going to go ahead again, do that for numbers 1 through 4. In this question right here, you're going to find the one that is written correctly. And then in this one here, you're going to find the one that is written incorrectly. So just make sure you're paying attention to the way the questions are written, because here you're looking for the correct way and here you're looking for the incorrect way. After your grammar for today, my group C friends, this is only group C, you have your journal prompt. Remember, groups A and B, we already did our journal prompt in class. And so for your My Thoughts Thursday, you are going to, in 5 to 6 sentences, write your thoughts about the best sport. You have sentence frames and starters over here on the right as needed. Alrighty, then for spelling today, our vowel teams, we're going to continue talking about that pattern where two vowels are next to each other. The first one says their name, and the second one is silent. Alright, and so your job is to take the words from this week and unscramble them. So you can see that these are our words from the week that we've been looking at. Feet, week 2, green beans, boaster, shook, sprouted, right? And so your job is to go ahead and unscramble the words and put them in the correct order. So looking at this one, I can already see Green. I recognize pretty quickly that this is the word green, so I would move things around and spell green. I have it written up here for reference, so I'd go G. Okay, next up is the R. Oh, well, I know with my pattern, it's a double vowels. So I'm going to go ahead, it's our vowel team, so I'm going to do E, another E, and then to wrap it up, I look over here, I just need to add the end to the end. And then there you go, I spelled green. And so then I would go through and do the same for the other boxes, for the other words. I highly recommend if you finish a word, you can come up here to your line tool and you can cross it out after you finish. So you can even change the color, make it a little bit thicker so that line really sticks out. Like, yep, I already did green. Okay, so that is just a suggestion, not something you have to do, but something to help you keep track as well. Alright, then you have your math spiral review. Again, this is the job for all cohorts A, B, and C. This is going to look familiar because, again, it is following the same patterns from the weeks before. You're going to start off by telling me the place of the bolded number. And so this is different because before you were telling me the value, but now you are going to be telling me the place. All right, so keep that in mind. Let me underline that just so we can see that very, very clearly. The place. All right. And again, thank you to my friends who are watching the morning message, because you are seeing this really important information, because not only where it says round to the following numbers to the thousands place, as third graders, we are focusing on rounding to the hundreds and the tens place. So for this one, instead of rounding to the thousands place, I would like you to round to the hundreds place. So again, I'm doing this now over our morning message for you guys to reference. So your document will look a little bit different. It will still say thousands, but that is why you are here, to make sure that we correct any of the things that we are seeing. So let me go ahead. Hundreds. Perfect. So you are going to be rounding them to the hundreds for numbers 3 and 4. So make sure you are paying close attention to that. Then number 5, expanded form. Number 6 through 9, you're going to be doing all subtraction, so make sure you're really paying close attention to those symbols. Number 10, you're going to make your array. You have dots over here, and then you're going to tell me the repeated addition problem for this multiplication problem. And then numbers 11 through 13, this is going to be identifying the fraction. So you're going to tell me what is the fraction for each of these individual pictures. All right. Then we have cursive. This is just my group C. My group C, you are going to be working on letters X through Z for cursive today, okay? So keep that in mind. You're working on X through Z for cursive. My group C as well. This is going to be another job that is just group C. My group C, you are going to go ahead. You are going to complete this job here, where you have A through D. You are going to answer these questions. It says, what time do you go to bed at night? What time do you get up in the morning? What time do you eat dinner? What time does school start? You have your hour hand and minute hand. Remember, your hour hand is shorter and your minute hand is longer. You are going to tell us which time you do these activities. If you are unsure, meaning, I think sometimes I go to bed at 8, sometimes I go to bed at 9, that's okay. Choose one, or just estimate, make a educated guess when that happens. And so, for example, what time do you go to bed? Maybe you go to bed at 8 o'clock, so I would start off by bringing my hour hand over. I'm going to rotate my hour hand so it's turned on to the 8. And then I'm going to take my minute hand and I'm going to put it on the 12. And so we can see here 8 o'clock. I would write where it says what time do you go to bed at night. I would write 8 o'clock, just like that. All right, and so then you would go through and you would answer the rest of those questions, like how I did for A. Then for slides 2, 3, and 4, slide 2 goes over your directions, and slide 3 and 4, they're going to be the same as yesterday. You are given a clock with a time, but rather than selecting from choices that they provide you, you are going to type it in yourself, so you're going to have to pay extra close attention. So my hour hand is on the 1. It is 1. And I'm going to look for my minute hand. Oh, it's on the 2. Okay, well, I know that I'm counting by 5, so I can start here. 5, 10. Oh, it's on the 2, and it is now 1:10. And that is how I would answer these questions. So you're going to do the same for questions 2 through 4. Then my group C, you will have your Zoom 12:30 today with me. I look forward to seeing you then. After our daily Zoom 1:40, everyone cohorts A, B, and C will have PE Zoom. You're going to click on the link. It will take you straight to the specials for our class website, and you're going to press the orange button. Then we have optional office hours, 2:10 to 310. This is your time to come get your questions answered. Please make sure you make time if you need it. And then finally, you are going to continue the last couple days of your choice board. Please make sure that you are keeping these. These do not get turned in until Friday. That is why that due date is there. So please make sure you are going to go ahead and you are going to continue. You're going to choose your next option. So maybe, for example, mine is I'm going to go ahead and you know what? I'm going to do something outside today. I'm going to find a bug and I'm going to draw it. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go to my blue slide for today. And hopefully for this job, I'll find a ladybug. Nothing too creepy or crawly, hopefully. So I'll do my bug drawing and today's date, which is May 13th, 21. And then I would go ahead, I would take a picture of my bug drawing and I would insert it here. All right, and that is going to be it. I'm not going to turn it in because I still see, oh, I need to do my purple slide and that's tomorrow's job. So I'm going to wait. All right, and that's going to be it for your day today, D1. If you have questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye, D1.